And students take the sidewalks with chalk to start a conversation about racism in our community. Details straight ahead. Chalking up Chancellor's Walk will tell you what students have to say about racism happening in our communities tonight. Straight ahead.
Bringing the nation's concerns to your backyard.
Students watching coverage of police shootings decided to make their voices heard. They marched on the UNCW campus tonight, some for a second night after the words they wrote the first time were washed away. WECT's Caitlin Stansel is live there now. Caitlin, what did they do tonight?
Well, John, students were using their hands instead of their voices tonight, drawing out these messages along Chancellor's Walk in hopes of inspiring change. A different form of social media using this chalk. They're hoping that as students walk on top of these messages in the morning on their way to class, that a conversation about these words will be sparked. Students tell me that they had already chalked this concrete yesterday, but that it was washed away, and they were back out here tonight reapplying the message that racism is happening in our country, and we all need to step up and do something about it, acknowledging that the students they sit in class with will be doctors, lawyers, or maybe even politicians one day, and that they want to make sure that the students here are aware of the social injustices happening on our streets.
The change needs to happen in our hearts first before we can change laws or the systems. And so I hope that people will start to build relationships with people who don't look like them, or who don't think like them, or act like them, or dress or eat, or whatever it is that we feel separates us.
The main message here is that they want to get their voices heard in a peaceful way, making sure that participants tonight stayed away from writing threats, cuss words, and didn't write on the buildings or the bricks. And they say that they don't want their message to be discredited in any way. But what they did include tonight is writing out the names of victims of police brutality. You may recognize a few of them: Freddie Gray, Tamir Rice, and Eric Garner. And they're hoping that students, as they see these names along the walkway, Google those people and share their stories with other students sitting in class. At UNCW tonight, Caitlin Stansel, WECT News.
Police brutality has been in the headlines the past few weeks, with those protests breaking out in Baltimore and spreading.
Yeah, now some students on the UNCW campus are speaking out, wanting their student body members to help make the world a different place, and again, start right here at home. Fox Wilmington's Caitlin Stansel live on the campus now. Caitlin, how are they hoping to inspire change in their community?
Well, John and Ashley, students grabbed a piece of chalk and instead used their hands instead of their voices to get a conversation started tonight, telling me that by writing out quotes and hashtags and names, they want to inspire change on this campus. You can see they've lined Chancellor's Walk here with a rainbow of colors, hoping to show students as they walk along this route in the morning that all lives matter. Students tell me they had already chalked this concrete yesterday, but that it was washed away. So they came out here to reapply the message that racism is happening in our country, and we all need to step up and do something about it.
It gets it out there, to just get the conversation started, and just to let people know that there are injustices going on in this country, and it's not just a black problem or a Hispanic problem. It's a human problem.
The main message here is that they want to get their voices heard in a peaceful way, and one of those ways they are doing that, they printed out this sheet of paper that has a list of names of victims of police brutality. You may remember a few of them: Freddie Gray, Tamir Rice, and Eric Garner. And by doing that, again, they want to get that conversation started about race happening in our communities, and that it starts with the individual making a choice not to have hate in their hearts for other people. At UNCW tonight, Caitlin Stansel, Fox Wilmington News.